Yeah, I just really like the concept of, sorry, I just really like the concept of, mutants being created. Um, the scenes between Miles and Jean Grey were really fun. Um, they have a lot of cutesy moments. And we get to see the Ultimate X-Men sort of come into the fold a little bit. Just a really good issue. If I had to give a grade, it would be a 3 out of 5, actually. If this is a 3, then this is a 3.5 out of 5. It was just a really good comic. But not amazing. Superman issue 9. Sorry. Superman issue 9. This book, I've gotta say, was a little bit weird. I really liked it, and I have no problems with the fact that this is the final end of this rather interesting run. My only problem with it is that, it kind of took us a while to... I felt that issue 8 should have been the last issue. And I felt like, this issue was trying to do something very interesting. And a lot of people have said that actually there are interesting elements in here. I think I just missed it. Superman Unchained has come out so randomly, and it has been so sporadic in its releasing schedule that I've forgotten nearly what... I've basically forgotten the entire story. I wasn't able to fully catch up with what was going on here. We basically see Superman fighting against an alien race, that Wraith is a part of. And basically Superman has to take, this drug, which will basically explode himself into 1,000,000 exploding suns, I think. Or is that century? And what happens is that he is set to explode, and this will destroy all of the alien ships. Kind of what happens, but it's more... I think what was supposed to be being explored here was Superman's morals and the fact that he is a beacon of hope. There is an excellent... The flashbacks are excellent, and really speak to who Superman is. Because Superman basically accidentally kills his next door neighbor, who is attempting to shoot his mother. Superman accidentally kills him and freaks out that he's done so. And he manages to revive the next door neighbor in the end. And it just really speaks to who Superman is. Because in the New 52, Superman's a changed character. they've felt the need to change who Superman is in the New 52. And actually, the way Superman Unchained ends, and the cute Clark and Lois moments make this book feel more like a pre-New 52 story. And I was very, very impressed with that. Zack Snyder has done a really, really good job with this title. It's a shame that it got cancelled. But I argue, why couldn't this not have been part of the Superman run? Of what's going on in Superman right now? Why do they have to tag on this, this Unchained storyline? But again, it was a good miniseries. I really, really enjoyed the story. And do expect do expect a comic book, review for this series. Now, Uncanny X-Men issue 27 and 28. Now, speak of what you will about X-Men 3. I really liked... I didn't think X-Men 3 was awful. I appreciate there are a lot of bad elements in X-Men 23. But somehow, regardless of what problems you had with X-Men 3, somehow Bendis has managed to pull off the X-Men 3 plot rather interestingly. And I really like the idea of bats being explored in this arc. We get to see the full power of Matthew Malloy, and he is really, really powerful character. And we get to see many similarities between Avengers vs. X-Men, and we get to see the X-Men 3 plot as well. It creates a very, very interesting story between Cyclops and what he's trying to revolutionize. Cyclops really, really believes in what he is doing. But he's bordering along the lines of becoming more like Magneto. And we also get to see how Cyclops views Xavier. It's just a really, really interesting book. And we get to see people react to what... we get to see people react in very interesting ways. I am really, really enjoying this arc. And I'll have to read it all together in order to really explore the book in great detail. But I kind of like this arc. I think it's a better version of what X-Men 3 was. And it's also an interesting It's an interesting character study on Cyclops' current state of mind. Just a great arc. Finally, we have yet again my most favourite book, Injustice: Gods Among Us, issue 1. I was really surprised that we got year 3 this early. But I am so glad that we've managed to get a year 3. I really enjoy Injustice. And in this issue, we get to see the aftermath of what happened in Injustice Year 2. And basically, Constantine enters the story because his daughter's mother, yes, Constantine apparently has a daughter who looks very much like Astra from the Constantine show. And Constantine reveals that it's basically revealed that Constantine has a daughter. And that there's a magical event occurring in the DC universe that's aiding Superman's cause. We don't know what the purpose is, but it's aiding Superman's cause in a very interesting way. There's a brilliant scene in this issue between Detective Chimpanzee. Let me try and see if I can show you what the scene was, because it's really funny, and I got a great kick out of it. It's this scene here, and yeah, the fact that Injustice can do that is brilliant in my opinion, and I just got a great kick out of that scene. It's really funny. We also get Trigon and Raven entering the story, which is going to be very interesting. Yeah, all in all, a great setup to a new storyline. And I'm very much looking forward to the rest of this story. So guys, yeah, as you can tell, this was just a great month for comic books in general.